everyone. This is Tim on the Online Big Blue. We'll bring you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Oh, it was a late evening, and it's now an early morning. Wanted to do a quick video. Got a lot going on. Wanted to talk about Freddie Kitchens. And just like the title of the video says, let's keep Freddie out of the kitchen. Joe Judge is not going to anytime soon fire Jason Garrett unless there's some terrible reason that they put up even less points. And Judge basically came out and said that the reason they're probably not going to end up firing him is because of the fact that Daniel Jones is playing better and improving. And I love it because in the first 3 game stretch, he's got a passer rating of over 90 for every game. And then for all the fans that love him, he's staying consistent. And isn't that what we want for our glamour boy quarterback? Isn't that what we need? Isn't that the goal, is to build a quarterback in a franchise and not worry about singular games or singular 3 games that the offense is having? And then you're going to have people that have sour grapes like Golden Tate coming out and bashing the Giants and bashing everyone else. But Jason Garrett's not going anywhere for a while, guys. I said this. He's not. And then your big hope. You're pinning your big hope and your hat on Freddie Kitchens coming in and saving the day. I know a lot of people like to point to the 2018 season and, that was Freddie Kitchens, big season. Yeah, okay. Yeah, big season. Did anyone ever really literally go through the schedule and see how many points he scored? First game of the season, 21 and a tie. Second game, 18 and a loss. Third game, 21. Then they had the big explosion for 42 against the Raiders, but then they put up 12 against the Ravens. Then they put up 14 against the Chargers. Then 23. Then 18. Then 21. And then they had a good stretch towards week 10 with 28, 35. But then they dropped back down to 13, 26, 17, 24, 26. Where is this offensive explosion? Where is this genius that is running amok in the NFL? And a lot of this, and I like how people point out the fact, well, he's maturating, or he maturated Baker Mayfield into the quarterback he was that first season. Maybe Baker Mayfield was just good. If that's the case, then Pat Shurmur maturated Daniel Jones his first season. Sometimes rookie quarterbacks come out and they set the league on fire. And then they have the sophomore slump because teams figured it out and they get the film on them. And that's kind of what happened to Baker. Baker played well and kind of had a bad sophomore year. But don't worry, Freddie Kitchens, who was the head coach of that team? Oh, Freddie Kitchens, who got fired 3 hours after they lost to the Bengals. Last game of the season. That's right. That's right. And I love the people that think the offensive play philosophy is going to change under Freddie Kitchens. It's not. Here's the problem, guys. The offensive philosophy is dictated by the head coach. I think a lot of people miss that. It's not Jason Garrett sitting in a room by himself going, I'm going to run whatever I want to run. No, it's an offensive philosophy. That was my superhero voice. It's an offensive philosophy dictated by the head coach, not by the offensive coordinator. Same with the defensive coordinator. It's an offensive philosophy, or defensive philosophy, put together as part of the bigger picture of the head coach. And then you have that's what it just drives me nuts when people think that Freddie Kitchens is going to come in and Freddie Kitchens right now is a senior offensive assistant. He was promoted to work with the offensive line coaches because they're both rookies. And they're both rookies to the league. I find it perplexing that no one seems to understand or remember that we have the largest coaching staff, or one of the largest coaching staffs in the NFL. We got like 38 coaches. I don't know what exact number, but we have an obscene amount of coaches. And it's amazing to me that we have this obscene amount of coaches, but we are the most undisciplined team in the league. Again, that all starts with the head coach, and that starts with the head coach philosophy. you could throw the baby out with the bathwater by getting rid of Jason Garrett. That's fine. Same thing, you could get rid of Patrick Graham. It's the same philosophy the Giants had with Coughlin. First to go, get head coach. First to go usually is your coordinators, Spags, everyone else. Then you get whoever else. I know Spags and go. But the first thing you usually do is you get rid of your coordinators. Then after you get rid of your coordinators, it's the coach's fault. Then after you get rid of the coach's fault, it's the general manager's fault. At any point in time, do we look at this and think maybe it's a team philosophy fault? Because, like I said, it's the Mara and the Tish who are bringing in these guys to run this organization that don't seem to comprehend. Maybe we're not bringing it. Maybe we are trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. I should rephrase that because a round peg probably would go into a square hole. A square peg into a round hole. I'm tired, guys. It was a long night. So if you think Freddie Kitchens is going to save the day, no, he's going to run the same playbook. He's not changing the offense. He's going to run the same playbook that they have been running for 2 years under the edict of the head coach. It just boggles my mind because to me, it's like sometimes people don't understand how the NFL works and how the NFL coaching staffs work. And the whole process we have here, yes, is always to win games, but it's to turn around Daniel Jones and make him a quarterback. And if you are a Daniel Jones fan and you think he's played well the last 3 games, you need to then understand that is probably under the guidance of, drumroll please, Jason Garrett. So getting rid of Jason Garrett and installing Freddie Kitchens isn't going to do anything. And I also love the people like, well, they need to bring in that kid they brought in who was the offensive genius in that Division III school. Yeah, he you know what he's doing? He compiles film. That's what he does. That's what I did. Doesn't mean you can be a coach. It just means you watch game film and compile it. That's all he's doing. Well, we should bring him in too, because I love that when people are like, well, he's going to help spice up the offense. And then it turned out what his job was, and people were like, well, he could still help. No, that's not how it works, guys. It's not how it works. I'm getting too old. Just getting too old. But you know what, guys? We got another week. We got another game coming up. We got to hope that we get the Jameis Winston of week 2 and not the Jameis Winston of week 1 and 3, because then we got an opportunity, a chance, a hope. There's always a chance. There's always hope. Any given Sunday. Go watch the movie Any Given Sunday. When Cap Rooney went down, Stephen Willie Beeman came in. The Sharks didn't have a chance. Or they thought the Sharks didn't have a chance. What did they do? They beat Dallas. They went all the way to the Pantheon Cup and lost to Minnesota. But you know what? They still made the playoffs. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue. We'll bring you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like and subscribe, and that big thing to me, that'd be awesome.